In the early stages of the design process, it can be very beneficial to undertake broad research. Depending on how much time one will spend on initial research, one may cover a lot of ground and accumulate lots of creative options. Now, research is great, but at some point we will have to stop and turn it into something that will work for us. It's the synthesis of visual research that becomes crucial and can determine the direction of your potential design solution. So when we have explored enough research, it's then time to edit this down. Moving into the third step of the design process, we're now looking to focus on a more decisive direction for our poster design. And we do this by creating mood boards. Mood boards are our visual brainstorming tools that bring our ideas, inspiration, and visual direction into focus. Typically, mood boards are a grid or collage of design elements placed together to capture the essence of a design vision. In the last step, we were thinking divergently and looking outwards. In this step, we start to think convergently, where we will look inwards and start to establish a direction. Mood boards are great to keep you focused on a particular direction and can also be good to share with work colleagues or even clients to help present and sell your design intentions. In this video, I'll be demonstrating how I develop my mood boards for poster design. So let's get into it. So in the last step, I demonstrated how I collected and explored visual research. In that video, I showed how I use Figma to create a huge wall of inspiration and Pinterest and Designspiration to create boards. Once I feel I have gathered enough research, I will then look to generate a focused mood board. This is where it starts to get more decisive. What I do next is take some select samples from the vast amount of research and then consolidate it down onto one page of a few examples that give me a distinct look and feel and suggest a style and direction I want to go in. Now, this could be one or a few mood boards depending on the nature of the project, but each one will be distinct and suggest a clear vision for a look and feel. Now, there is no specific rule in how you lay out your mood boards or what to include in them. It's important to mention that depending on the design discipline, be it interior design, product design, or fashion, the nature of mood boards can change and the contents may change. Some may include color samples, photography, products, swatches, typefaces, materials, and graphic elements to suggest certain details and outcomes. Whatever design discipline, the mood board should be simple enough that you get it in around 10 seconds. Ultimately, the mood board should be on one page and give a very distinct impression, so it goes without saying what direction you're looking to go in. For poster design, we will typically be looking at poster layouts, typography styles, color palettes, and applications. When it comes to layout, you could include samples that are all the same size in a grid. You could include samples and organize them into sections. You could create more of a collage, or you can use a grid and scale certain samples up to pop out. So for this project, I have two main mood boards. One mood board that looks at poster layout style and typography, and another mood board that looks more at color and texture. So for the layout and typography style mood board, from all of my research, I consolidated mine down into this mood board here, where I have placed my samples on a page in Photoshop and printed them out on paper. For this board, I have used a simple grid and scaled certain samples up. Now, I do this because it breaks the monotony of images and also highlights some of the samples that I'm most excited about. For this mood board, I included poster samples, just looking at layout styles and typography I like. This is about as far as I go with my poster layout mood boards. I don't like to include too many samples as it can get a bit busy and complex. So here is my mood board showcasing the dynamic design style I think would be an appropriate response to the brief. Here we have layout examples where there is high dynamic in layers and contrast. The sneakers are cut out and interact with typography well. Overall, the layouts feel very energetic, vibrant, spontaneous, and have that youthful, rebellious quality to them. They may be slightly different, but they are all familiar in their overall energy and approach. So reflecting back on the design brief, the main audience are those who crave unique fashion, personal expression, and cutting-edge designs that resonate with those eager to make bold individual statements. Bolt's followers are trendsetters, united by a passion for distinct style and pushing boundaries. The goal of the poster designs are to be bold, eye-catching with dynamic visuals. So in this instance, I think this would be an appropriate design approach to take in response to the brief to appeal to this kind of audience. So keep in mind here, I have not picked these samples out because I simply like them necessarily. I have picked them because I think they would work well to solve the creative problem of the design brief. So for the second mood board, I have focused more on color and texture here, where I have included images of the products and textures supplied by the client in the content deck, which I will need to use. For each, I have also extracted some colors from the products that I could use as themes and placed certain textures next to each product that I could use for each product specific poster design. For this board, I have organized them into sections, and I have done this because there is a specific product range that I will need to cater to, and each product will have its own theme potentially, so here I have bunched them up into their own areas to suggest the texture and color that could be used for each product. So one mood board for layout concept and one mood board to manage the products and look at color and texture. Now I could explore other layout and typography style mood boards for concepts and look at other direction options, but for the sake of this class, I'll keep it simple. If you want to take a closer look at these mood boards, you can access them as part of the masterclass in the poster design ebook. So your fifth task for this class is to refine your broader research and create a layout and typography style mood board of your own for a poster direction you would like to develop. With your broader research, identify samples of what you think is interesting and then consolidate your samples down into one single layout and typography style mood board. Be sure to refer to the task list PDF in the class download folder for more instructions for this task. Now you're welcome to follow along with my mood boards, but if you want to have a go at this process and practice your skill, take some time to do this now. Try and spend around 20 minutes on this exercise. Now you may be wondering, why have I not included typefaces here in my mood boards? Well, that's because when it comes to poster design, this is a task in itself. Once you have completed at least one mood board, it's time to look at the next step in the design process.